The concepts are simple, everything sounds perfect, but on the same token, I need to be honest with you. There will be rejection. And I want to kind of break down for you what the rejection is and how I want you to understand this mindset. The rejection straight up is some restaurants just won't want to do it. There's no reason. They don't hate on what you're doing. There's no negativity or anything in that shape or form at all. It's just that some restaurants can't do it, and some restaurants just won't do it. It's just something that they don't want to do, and that's fine with it. What I want to break down with you though is the mindset of SINALOA. 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 Now, if you're familiar with it, there's if you've ever been to Sinaloa, Mexico, what I'm about to speak on has actually 100% nothing to do with that. SINALOA is an acronym. It stands for Safety in Numbers and the Law of Averages. SINALOA stands for the Safety in Numbers and Law of Averages. And basically, SINALOA means what it means, but in layman's terms, to get away from all that fancy talk that I'm doing, it basically means get a ratio for yourself, okay? Your job is to talk to businesses every single day. In the other video, I'm going to give you a call to action and exactly what I'm going to recommend and highly recommend you do to get yourself to $500,000 a year. Okay, but outside of that, it's all ratio. If you're a single guy or a single girl, and you're into guys or you're into girls or you're into everybody, whatever, the truth is, everyone's not going to be interested in you. Believe it or not, when David Beckham, before he was the famous David Beckham, not everybody was interested in him. Believe it or not, someone as beautiful as, let's say, Jessica Alba, before she was the famous Jessica Alba, believe it or not everyone was interested in them. Now, granted, when David Beckham asked out a girl, do I believe 9 out of 10 said yes? 100% absolutely non-negotiable, non-debatable, right? When Jessica Alba asked someone for a date, do I agree that literally 9.5 guys said yes, I'll go on a date with you? What I am trying to convey to you and what I am trying to explain to you though is, in business, not everyone's going to buy into your idea. Not everyone's going to want to do this. The beautiful part about what we explained in all the videos prior is I really do need and want you to understand is you actually are doing someone no harm. They lose nothing. I need you to understand that, right? When you get 50% of what your friends are eating, remember, you don't have to go there. You don't go there, you can go to another restaurant. And I need you to understand that. If a restaurant doesn't work with you, they're losing. Because if a restaurant doesn't work with you, they don't understand a little thing called, I don't know, word of mouth. They don't understand a little thing called, I don't know, social media. Think about it. If you bring a group of, I don't even care if it's 5 friends, you and 4 other friends, right? And I don't even care if those 4 other friends is your girlfriend and your girlfriend's mom and dad. And those are your 4 people. That doesn't even matter to me. The point is, when they post that on social media and they're at a pizza place and the average person has 500 friends on Facebook, that's almost 500 people now are seeing a free commercial about pizza. In this scenario, Joe's New York Pizza. So if a restaurant has free marketing now from your 4 other, including you, 5 friends, what if someone goes on Facebook at that moment and is hungry and doesn't know what they want to eat and they see that you're at Joe's New York Pizza, they say, you know what? I'm going to Joe's New York Pizza tonight, or I'm going to go to Joe's New York Pizza tomorrow for my day off. That's exactly what I want. That's the value of what you're adding, and you need to convey that and explain that to certain business owners that are not social media savvy and certain business owners that aren't. And I think it's a weird concept, but some honestly aren't familiar with word of mouth and exactly the power of word of mouth. There are businesses that do 100% no advertisement whatsoever internet-wise, and they fully just count on social media. And social media, word of mouth and social media, but word of mouth is all they've ever done, and they make an absolute fortune from pure word of mouth. So I wanted to share that, and I had to share that with you so you understand that. Now, SINALOA. Safety numbers and law of averages. David Beckham, Jessica Alba, 9 out of 10 people will probably say yes. But if you look like me and James Hsu, your ratio, not so good, right? I would talk to 20 girls. I'd talk to 25 girls and get 1 date, right? And if I wanted another date, I would have to talk to another 25 girls. Hopefully all this makes sense because business is no different. If you talk to one restaurant, that one restaurant says no, the average person and the average person's mindset will say, this won't work, I quit. I'm telling you now, you may have to talk to, I don't know, 2 businesses, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You may have to talk to 10 businesses to get one business to agree. And to be honest with you, that number is irrelevant, and that number, it doesn't matter what that number is. The whole point is getting that number and finding out your ratio. Your number may be 1 out of 10. So every 10 businesses you talk to, one buys into your idea, right? And if that one business buys into it, let me tell you this. Once you do it, it's very addicting not to do this business, because it's not just the fact you're here, it's just the fact that you're guaranteeing people to come in here. And as long as the business owner has some type of mindset and understands that, it's a no-brainer, right? And you can do that with as many businesses as you want, because the truth is, you get to pick and choose which restaurants you do this. Here's another truth. You're probably the only person that's even about to do what I'm telling you to do. It's very unique what I'm explaining to you. It's very unique what you're about to do. It's very unique because of how, if you're in America, I don't know, 300 million people live here. It's so unique that you're going to do this in your particular market that other business restaurant owners a lot of times know other people that own restaurants, right? So if I'm in Joe's New York Pizza right now, and then after the experience and he's happy with it, referrals. Hey, do you know anyone that owns another restaurant that's not anywhere competing with you, that doesn't have to be an Italian pizza restaurant? It could be any type of food. Do you know anyone that might be interested in this? Now you're getting other clients this way, right? But I wanted to share with you SINALOA. Get yourself a ratio, right? Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time, his field goal percentage was a little under 50%. That means Michael Jordan would miss 50% of the time. Every time he shot the ball, 50% of it, half of the time, he will miss. Is that crazy to think that? And he got paid $30 million for 1 year with the Chicago Bulls. $30 million to miss half the time. Because the beautiful part is, if you master your craft and you master your skill set, there's an unlimited amount of money there's an unlimited amount of money for you right now. There's an unlimited amount of money that you can make right now, that you can make for yourself. $500,000 a year, so you're doing what? A little over $40,000 a month. What would you do if you were making an extra $40,000 a month? And that's the amazing part. That's the beautiful part about this business. Because all I've explained to you is what? How you can eat for free and make $500,000 by simply taking advantage of Facebook, which you already do, taking advantage of your cell phone, which you already have, and building relationships with people you already have. You already have all these friends. You already have all these communications with all these people. Now your job is just to harness it and make money from it, because the truth is, if they don't eat with you, they're going to eat somewhere else anyways. Remember that. If they do not eat with you, they're going to eat somewhere else anyways. And don't forget the value of what you're adding, which is you're putting an event together. A lot of couples, right? And I can speak for, and this is Las Vegas, Party City, the $100 million nightclubs. I can tell you right now, even in Las Vegas, there are couples, they don't want to do anything that has to do with the Strip, even though we live in the Party City Mecca, and they love just hanging out with friends and having dinner with just random friends, doing something different. And that's what you're doing. It's so unique and it's so different of what you're adding. That's why, if this was the branding account, moo, and you brand the account, I would brand on you SINALOA, the safety numbers and law of averages. Remember, the minute someone tells you no, you're that much closer to the person that's going to say yes. Remember that. Every time someone tells you no, you're that much closer to the person that's going to tell you yes, as long as you master and instill inside of your mindset SINALOA, the safety numbers and law of averages.